I had a man reach out in the DMs and kind of sharing the struggles that he's having in his marriage. And it's perfectly normal. I coach men, so it's not weird. And he was saying, she keeps saying that I'm too involved with the kids, and it's just blowing my mind that like she gets angry at me for being too involved with the kids and being a good dad. And I was like, herein lies the disconnect between men and women. Men are very direct, they're very logical, they're very let me fix it. I can solve it. If there's a problem, let me solve it. But in this instance, he's taking what she's saying as matter of fact that, what do you mean I'm too involved with the kids? Like, you don't want me to be a good dad? But women, we have layers. So you guys have likely experienced this when a woman, you ask how a woman's doing and she says, I'm fine. But you're like, that didn't seem like an I'm fine, but okay. Right? When really she is not fine. She likely is so overwhelmed with emotions that she doesn't know how to communicate. Now, this is not your problem then that she doesn't know how to communicate. That is her responsibility, and also your job to understand how women communicate. Remember the book Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus? It's kind of like that. She may say, you're too involved with the kids, but what she really means is something else is bothering her. Because yeah, it would seem weird that somebody would be getting mad at you for being a good dad. If that's the case, she cray, you need to go. But likely that's not actually what she means. What she may mean, and again, she's not here to communicate this. This is what we do in couples work. This is what I do in coaching, is that when you come home from work and you disrupt the flow of the household and she is barely hanging on by a thread, because she has overworked herself, overcommitted to things. She's burned out. She's been touched all day, and she is just trying to get dinner on the table and kids into bath time and to bedtime. And there is a structure and a flow to that. And you come home and you were just trying to be fun dad or whatever. And you're just being with the kids and you're creating chaos and you're roughhousing and you're doing all this stuff. And she is just like, the dinner is getting cold. Like, she may label that as you're too involved with the kids, but really that's her crying for help, that I'm burned out, and when you come home and disrupt the process and the flow of the household, it creates more burden and more stress on me, and I'm already drowning. Now, it would be much more helpful if she said that, right? Like, I get it. But this is where there needs to be an understanding of context around what she's saying and more conversations around what's actually bothering someone in a relationship. People get stuck in these cycles, taking what that person says as fact, as truth, without understanding the unmet need underneath that. Because what we have with this particular instance is most likely a little girl inside that woman's body who is crying and screaming for help in the only way she knows how. And in this particular instance, it is an anger response of, I'm drowning, I need help. Now, she doesn't seem to have great communication skills and tools to be able to communicate vulnerably of like, I can't handle this. This is too much. And there was more context to the conversation that we didn't get, and I won't get into here, but part of the responsibility each partner has is hearing for the information that's being given and asking better questions, getting curious about your partner as opposed to defensive or feeling criticized or stonewalling, right? So when she says you're being too involved with the kids, check in with that, challenge it, being, can you clarify what you actually mean? Because from my perspective, I'm being a really good dad, but you seem to be offended by me being a good dad. Hold on, that doesn't seem right. What is your experience and what's happening inside your head so that I can understand what the actual problem is? Because it may be that she is jealous of the kids and how much like he is just really present with them when he comes home, and she feels like chopped liver that like the kids get all the attention and all of his amazing energy and she gets bitching and complaining from you. Who knows, right? That's the conversation to have. In coaching, there's something called surface structure, and then there's something called deep structure. Surface structure is what they say, deep structure is what they mean. Now, you don't have to be a therapist for your partner. In fact, I highly recommend against it. But being able to communicate what the actual issue is, not what the surface level symptoms are, will help you have deeper connection. So if you are a man who's struggling to understand all of that about your partner, or you keep going through the same cycles of shit, and you are fed up with it, or you're being told that you need to do the work and you're the problem and all that, I can help you. I have a men's program we're kicking off here soon, where we're going to deep dive your own nervous system regulation, how to communicate better, how to understand your partner better, and really bridge the gap between where you're at and being a healthy relational leader so that you can create a safe space for you, a safe space for your partner, and really elevate the whole ecosystem of your family so that everyone can thrive. And that all stems from you being in your grounded masculine, whatever that looks like for you, but being intentional about becoming the man that you can be proud of. So if you're interested in that, you can leave a comment Heal, or you can DM me. Heal would probably be better so we can talk a little bit more about what you've got going on and see if this is a good fit for you moving forward. And hey, my name's Tara, and I'm on a mission to create a self-aware army. It's lonely in these self-aware streets.